Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini, February 18, 2025. The moon's transit of your solar house today can be spirited. There can be plenty to distract you, however, and it's probably best to slow down when communicating. Give yourself some emotional space to sort out your thoughts. Connecting with vulnerable feelings can open the door to more compassion and understanding, not only with others but with your own emotions. This has the effect of building a more protective and nurturing environment for yourself. However, it can be a little tricky relating to others later today due to sensitivity or exaggeration. Although you are in a good mood, you are slightly more vulnerable to mood swings if you don't receive positive feedback, or you may struggle with doubts and lack of confidence in a decision you feel pressured to make. Also today, Pallas enters your sign. It will visit Aquarius all the way until January, and you're standing out for your creative ideas or unique viewpoint and shining for your intelligence and insight. Your approach is more confident than usual, and you're more inclined to assert your opinions and share your ideas. A very nuanced and subtle shift begins today. This is because Pallas, the asteroid tied to courage and wisdom, will dance into your zodiac sign. While our luminaries and planets bring our most potent energetic shifts, the movement of asteroids is subtler. In the weeks ahead, it is a time to embrace a genuine sense of respect, fairness, and integrity in all interactions. We will be encouraged to connect with our communities, friends, and associations. There may be a further focus on humanitarian concerns. Embrace this power. Several pathways will be available to you. You will have so many options to choose from when the moon in Libra trines Jupiter in Gemini. Colleagues and clients will want to work with you on different professional avenues. Although it is nice to be wanted, you may feel overwhelmed by how many people want to work with you. It could be challenging to let some people down if you do not want to ruin any professional relationships. Take your time making decisions about what you want to do and how you want to gently let some connections down. The patience you have inside comes from deep down in your gut, and you may find yourself digging around in there today. Situations may get sticky, and your usual ways of getting through to people may appear, suddenly, to be useless. Be patient with others, the situation, and above all with yourself. Remember that it's not up to you to work everything out. Do what you can for yourself when the going gets tough, the tough do yoga. You may find that you are seriously considering some formal education on this day. If this is what you need to get closer to achieving your goals and dreams, then waste no time in making it happen. With a path as great as yours, knowledge is essential. You often need to dedicate yourself to learning before you can make the strides and achievements you desire. Thanks to Mercury's departure from Aquarius yesterday, you are moving into the final days of your birthday month with your head in the game and your feet on the ground. However, it is the moon's return to your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery today that is the real game changer. While a friendly aspect to Jupiter, for the first time since he turned direct in a playful and creative part of your chart, will make it easier to embrace the weekend spirit. Just days after clashing as a full moon, this will put the sun and moon back in harmony. In the last weekend of your birthday month, the moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today is a game changer. On the one hand, just days after clashing as a full moon, this will put the sun and moon back in harmony. On the other hand, it is over the weekend that a friendly aspect to Jupiter for the first time since he returned direct in your romantic sector 12 days ago is going to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. The moon in Libra forms a tense square with Mars retrograde in Cancer, stirring emotions that may feel like waves crashing against the shore, strong, unpredictable, and hard to control. This planetary alignment has the potential to bring moments of frustration, miscommunication, and impulsive reactions. Have you ever felt like you were holding something in for too long, only for it to come spilling out in a way you didn't intend? This transit can bring exactly that kind of emotional release, but not always in the most graceful way. Either you or someone around you might act out of character, responding with words or actions that stem from buried frustrations. If this happens, remember that while emotions can rise suddenly, they don't have to define the course of your relationships. On a social level, your presence is in high demand. People naturally gravitate toward you, seeking advice, reassurance, or simply the warmth of your company. Your ability to listen and respond with genuine care is something that others deeply appreciate. Have you ever had a moment where a friend told you that just talking to you made their day better? That kind of energy is flowing strongly now, making it an excellent time to strengthen connections. Whether it's old friendships growing deeper or new relationships forming, this is a period where meaningful bonds can flourish. You might even cross paths with someone who leaves a lasting impact, perhaps someone who changes your perspective, opens a door to new opportunities, or even, for some, the possibility of love. If past tensions still linger in any of your relationships, this is an opportunity to heal. Carrying the weight of unresolved issues can be exhausting, and sometimes, letting go of past grievances is the most freeing thing you can do. Have you ever held on to a misunderstanding for too long, only to later realize it wasn't worth the distance it created? If there's room for reconciliation, consider extending that olive branch. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but growth comes from learning how to move through challenges with understanding and grace. However, this energy can also make decision-making feel unpredictable. You may find yourself tempted to say yes to things that excite you in the moment, without fully thinking them through. Have you ever made an impulsive choice that seemed thrilling at first but later felt overwhelming? While embracing spontaneity can bring joy, it's also important to stay grounded. Be mindful of commitments, whether personal or professional, because not everyone can adjust to sudden changes as easily as you might. Instead of letting emotions dictate your choices, take a deep breath and ask yourself whether what you're saying yes to aligns with your bigger picture. If things don't go as expected, avoid falling into the trap of blame. It's easy to look for someone or something to hold responsible when things don't go smoothly, but blame only leads to more division. Have you ever had a situation that seemed like a setback at first, but later turned out to be exactly what you needed? Sometimes, challenges are just redirections in disguise. Instead of reacting with frustration, try shifting your perspective. What lessons can you take from the experience? How can you use this moment as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block? Financially, this is a favorable time, as your instincts for making beneficial decisions are particularly strong. Whether negotiating a business deal, discussing a raise, or considering a financial investment, your ability to assess situations with clarity is heightened. Have you ever trusted your gut on a financial decision and later realized it was the best move you could have made? That kind of intuitive wisdom is guiding you now, helping you navigate financial matters with confidence. However, while opportunities are opening up, it's important to stay realistic. Avoid taking unnecessary risks or setting expectations too high. If you remain strategic and patient, you'll find that things fall into place naturally. If you have any lingering financial matters that need attention, now is the time to address them. There's a good chance they'll resolve in your favor. As the day unfolds, reflect on how you are choosing to navigate the energy around you. Are you allowing frustration to dictate your actions, or are you taking control of your responses? Are you opening yourself up to meaningful connections, or are you letting pride or past wounds create unnecessary barriers? Every experience, whether smooth or challenging, carries an opportunity for growth. The universe is not bringing chaos to disrupt your path, but rather, to help you realign with your truth. Embrace the lessons, stay open to new perspectives, and trust that balance is always within your reach. What you put out into the world will return to you, so move forward with mindfulness, kindness, and confidence in the unfolding journey ahead.